I'm throwing this away for you.
And I will read what's best for you is for you to leave.
Tokyo, I will leave, but before I leave, I'm about to throw this out. You don't need to eat none of this. None of this.
Tokyo, I'm telling you, you better keep your mother out my house. Tokyo, I can't believe you. Tokyo, I can't believe you.
Back in the morning when the sun starts to rise. So mama, don't stress your mind. So mama, don't stress your mind.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning into my channel. It's your girl Nesha here, back in the cup once again. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. What up to all of my oldies? I love having you guys here tuning into my videos every week. You're greatly appreciated. All right, so tonight we're going to review Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 8. This is episode 3, because y'all don't remember last week we did 2 episodes, all right? So today's episode 3. Now, if I can be honest with y'all, this season so far was better than New York and Miami combined. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, so far we got so much drama going in and I'm loving it. Okay, let's go ahead and start with Momma Dee. Now, Momma Dee is trying to maintain her composure as best possible. Cece, which is the Bam's mama, is getting on her dang nerves. Now, this lady is living in her house, yet she has so much to say about Momma Dee. The way she's cooking, the way she's taking care of her child, the way she's acting as a grandmother. She's talking about just basically she don't like her. And my thing is, sweetie, you are disrespectful as hell because 1, you are in somebody else's house. 2, you don't have a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out of, according to Momma Dee and your daughter. You need somewhere to stay. So my thing is, why would you bite the hand that is feeding you right now? Why are you concerned with how this lady is twerking? That is a grown lady. If she want to twerk on Saturday and hold her grandchild on Sunday, then that's what the hell she can do. That ain't your business. Let me remind you, you are in this lady's house. You are not in your own house. You are in her house. All right? And you needed to be in her house. Well, later on, Momma Dee just got about sick of this shit. She said, I'm not going to be sitting up in my room calling down to my son, asking him if you gone so that I can come downstairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a meeting between you and I by a pool at the Motel 6. And what I'm going to tell you is you can take this key, your stuff is there, and that's where you're going to stay. Because you're not going to be staying in my house disrespecting me. And I got to give kudos to Momma Dee because she held it in a little bit better than I could. There's no way in hell this lady gonna sit in my house talking crap to me, and you need me. The nerve. I think Lil Scrappy just gave us an update about how he got tired one day when he was driving in the car and had that major accident, which is why his foot was broken, and this is why he's on the little rolling cart thing. What that thing called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway. That's why his legs messed up like that, because he had that major accident, and so Bam was right next to him, taking care of him, and he just tells us how much he loves her and just how it was a life-changing experience, you know, so on and so forth, all right? But he also congratulates his mama for maintaining her composure, because ain't no way in hell I could do that. Sierra, Tokyo, they had a little run-in later on in the episode, okay? Now, I feel like Tokyo's response was justified. Here's why. Because I done cooked a whole meal and you're just gonna throw my shit. All right, here we go. So what happened? What had happened was Tokyo and Chicana, they were at a I don't know, standing somewhere, child, and they see Mac. Mac walks up looking like a graffiti wall, okay? She tells us how she has her braces removed and she's also had a baby. And she's looking real nice nowadays. This, you know, intrigues Tokyo and Chicana. They're like, oh, what you been doing? You're looking good. And she's just basically telling, you know, just eating right, you know, exercise and stuff like that. And they decide to go to a training session with Mac because they want to, you know, work on their body and they just want to be a little bit healthier, because Chicana tells us she's 4'11" and she weighs about 200 pounds, and that just don't look good on her. It's not healthy. And I agree, you know what I mean? So then they end up going to this training session, and Sierra comes to the training session. So Sierra takes her, you know, figure, her health and everything seriously, and she just tells us how she lost weight as well. So, and she also knows how important this is for Tokyo to lose weight. And so that's the whole point of them being here. You know, she's there motivating Tokyo and Chicana or whatever. And so they're exercising. Tokyo is is just like, look, I'm trying to give my all. You want me to go from 0 to 100 like real quick. I can't do that. It's gonna take me 2 months. It may take me 2 years. But the type of strenuous exercise you got me doing, I don't think I'm capable of doing that. Matter of fact, I know I'm not capable of doing that. So I'm gonna lay on this floor where I'm supposed to be taking my little 2-minute break. I'm just gonna lay on the floor and I'm just gonna be done with it because I'm tired. Okay, and so this pisses off Sierra because Sierra's like, no, you really want this. You want to be healthier. Why are you laying down? Why are you giving up? You need to try. They say a few words and then Tokyo finally say F you. She walks out. This pisses off Sierra because she really knows as her friend how important it is for her to lose weight and how much she wants to lose weight. She wants to stay healthy. You know, and so this disappoints her a little bit that her friend is walking off and she's giving up. And so later on, Tokyo is visited by Sierra at the house. And of course, Tokyo's cooking. She's making some pasta, chicken, and some broccoli. And so Sierra's like, well, what is that? And she tells her, and she says, see, that's too much. That's going to turn into sugar, and it's not good for you. And Tokyo's like, whatever. Do you want some? She sits down, and she's eating. And then Sierra gets pissed off. She takes the bowl from her, takes it, dumps it out in the trash can. This pisses off Tokyo. She's like, oh no, bitch. You done did the ultimate fail. No, you don't do that. So then she, not only does she throw away the bowl, the stuff that's in the contents in the bowl, she goes to the stove and she throws out everything that's in the dang pot. And I said, okay, see now, Sierra, I was with you until you went and wasted food. Now, you just don't, that food ain't did shit to you now. You can go ahead and at least let me finish this pot. And then we'll go ahead and you can tell me how important it is for me to be healthy and to make these decisions. But you don't go just throwing away my food like this, y'all. And I take this a little personal because y'all know your girl Nesha, I'm 4'11". I can stand and lose a few pounds myself. You know, I really need to get rid of this gut, but it's really hard, you know, going from eat whatever the hell I want diet to a clean diet. So it's a process. You can't just go from 0 to 100 real quick. You know what I mean? That's team too damn much right there. You gotta like take that thing baby step at a time. So I understand where Tokyo is coming from, but I also see where Sierra's coming from when she's like, look, this is my friend. I know what she really wants in life. She's talked about this several times. I'm just trying to look out for her. So, you know, but throwing somebody's food away is grounds for getting your ass whooped. That's why Tokyo pushed your ass the way she did. And you know, Sierra, she warned you. You know what type of woman this is. You know what type of stuff she on. So she pushed you. That was a warning shot. Now, carry your ass on. You ain't had to throw that girl food away. While we're talking about Sierra, we also are introduced to Akbar V, which is a rapper. She not Edbar from Hollywood. That's who I thought she was, but no, she's actually a rapper. And if you don't remember her, she's the one that picked the fight with Tommy Lee. Remember back when there was like a video going around of a girl that says she drugged Tommy Lee, and then Tommy was like, no, that girl ain't fight me, it's a whole lie. Apparently all this happened in the studio, and then people started coming out saying that the girl, which is Akbar V, was just clout chasing. Well, she's on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta now. And she's also on here telling us that, you know, she's tired of beating bitches up. So now she wants to get on a straight and narrow, okay? And she also wants to take her music seriously, and she wants to get her children back. She got 5 of them, and they in like 5 different relatives' houses or whatever. I was like, girl, you got major issues. But I respect the woman that's out getting their grind on so they can get their children back. And she wants to start with her oldest, which is 12 years old, because he's starting to go down the wrong path. And so she realizes she ain't really got that much money, so she calls her cousin, which happens to be Kandi Burruss, okay? And so Kandi comes on, she makes her appearance on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and she ends up giving her like the first and last month rent, so that way she can, you know, move into a house or whatever and get her son and start working on her career. So I really hope that that works for her. I guess you can say this is clout chasing going right, because you started from where it was a little video of you saying you drugged Tommy. Tommy said it never happened, to finally you are actually on Love and Hip Hop and you're rapping. So let's just say this is a clout chasing gone right. So Edbar is talking to her son, and she's just trying to convince him to go ahead and move with her. You know, she got the keys to the place. Kandi Burruss came through, paid the first and the last month's rent. She's staying in Buckhead. So she's letting them know, look, we in a better situation. Like, don't you want to come back, move with mama? Because I've been seeing you going down the wrong road and I don't want you to do that. And he's like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's cool, it's nice. And she's like, look, you remember Big Boo? He's like, yeah, I remember Big Boo came to the game. Yeah, Big Boo dead. Okay, Big Boo died. The streets don't love you. This is what happens. You can be here one day and gone the next. And I really want better for y'all. I want better for my kids. And y'all, there's so much truth in that streets don't love you. You know, we don't really know what happened with Nipsey Hussle. That is for forensics, investigators, and police officer enforcements and all. That's for them to find out. But what I can tell you is that the streets do not love you. There are so many crimes that are committed within the same hoods that y'all stay in. It's always that black on black crime. It's just ridiculous. You hear it all the time. So the last thing we'll talk about is Scrapp de Leon. He is at his half-sister's house, and Tierra, his son King, they come over and they meet with him, and he's so excited to see him because y'all know he's been away for a while, and he talks about how hard it was for him to even leave King in the first place, okay? And then Tierra starts to come on to him, and he's kind of like, wait, what are you doing? What is this about? And she's like, yeah, it looks like you've been doing your sit-ups and you've been doing your pull-ups or whatever. She's just admiring his physique. And he's just not into it because he's like, well, that's good, but no, that's a no-go. Like, we had what we had, but we're not going to go back there. We just going to leave the past in the past and we're going to move forward because you're a little cuckoo, okay? Now, I can't remember exactly how cuckoo she is, but I'm just going to follow him on this. Now, she's really into him. You can tell she's kind of brushing up on him, trying to get him to move back in the house with her. She's also trying to throw parties and stuff for him. And he's like, look, we can only do parties at my mama's house or at my half-sister's house. That's it. And she's like, well, is this really your half-sister? He's like, yeah, this is actually my half-sister. I found out about her, like, literally just now. Like, this is my half-sister. But these are the only 2 locations I can have this party at. And she keeps, like, trying to brush on to him. And he's just, like, you know, like, brushing it off. Like, nah, I'm good. Well, later on, we find out why. So, Monique Slaughter comes onto the show. And she is feeling Scrapp and he feeling her. And I'm like, okay, more power to you. And actually, they cute together, so I'm all for it. Now, I wasn't surprised because, you know, on Instagram, it leaked to where she posted a picture of her and a dude. Never said who the dude was, just a dude. Her bitter baby daddy decided to post who the dude was. Now, Fizz had reason of why he did that, okay? So, you tried to blast him in April Jones, and so he decided to do you one better and just pay you the, pay you what you earned, pay you what you deserve, you know, give you back what you gave me, you know, a tit for a tat. And he decided to say, oh, well, that's Scrapp who you was with. So, boop. Anyway, so needless to say, I was not surprised that they were together, but I think it's cute. They are cute together, whatever. We find out that Karen, which is Scrapp's mom, is the reason why they're actually like, they got the little, I don't know, little hard eyes going. And it was literally because she just kind of introduced them and she kind of played like Cupid or whatever, and it just turned out to be really good. She likes him, he likes her, so I'm all for it. And it seems like they're serious. I don't know. He said they would talk for hours on the phone, which really that don't count though, Scrap. Like, y'all had no choice but to talk hours on the phone. But I get what you're saying. You had time to, you know, learn who she was, and she had time to get to know you, which is really good. So I don't know how this is going to turn out because she's already a little leery about whether or not his baby mama was going to, you know, get very involved or be pissed. And the only reason why she would be pissed is if she still had feelings for him. And we know that Tierra still has feelings for him. So this is going to be quite interesting. With that said, guys, get into the comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode. If I missed something, let me know down below. Y'all know how it goes, all right? If you're new here thinking about subscribing, didn't subscribe, got to the end of the video and like, yo, I might want to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button down below with the bell so you're notified every time that I release, which is typically on Tuesdays, all right? And until next time, guys.
Yeah, low key, maybe high key. I been peeped that you like.